What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder, y'all. It's Tell the Truth Tuesday. Y'all know what we do on Tuesdays. We tell the truth and we talk to you Tuesday. Like Petey Green said, we're going to tell it like it needs to be told, like it should be told. That's what we do right here in the Brand You Suite. It's another day in the neighborhood. As y'all can see, I'm in the lab. It's raining outside. It's been raining for a good number of days, so I had to do the walk inside today, y'all. So I'm able to come from the lab. I'm able to sit here and talk to you all about what we've been talking about. Yeah, it's a secret, y'all, but I need you to tell everybody. I like that. It's a secret. But I need y'all to tell everybody about what we've been talking about, what we're going to be talking about this week and next week. It's the 10 secrets to creating brand sustainability. 10 secrets to creating brand sustainability. If you want to have a brand that has sustainability and that lasts decade after decade after decade, I want you right here today. I want you here tomorrow. I want you here through next week because we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how you go about building a sustainable brand. We talked yesterday about being a purpose-driven branding. If you're going to have sustainability, you got to be purpose-driven. Today, we're going to talk about consistent brand identity. And what is that? What is consistent brand? Y'all know one of my brand values, part of my brand value system, part of my personal value system is consistency. Being consistent in everything that we do, whether it's your personal side or whether it's your professional side. Consistency is a major part in that. And what we want to do is we want to maintain consistency across all of your brand touch points. Your touch points are different areas that people see your brand, including the visual identity. If you have a color, you should have a color. Your brand should have a color that's associated with it. Your messaging, customer service experience. Consistency breeds familiarity and trust. There's that. We're going to be talking. Y'all going to hear that word consistency and trust. You're going to hear them all throughout these 10 secrets, y'all. You're going to hear them through all that. And this is crucial for sustainability. You've got to have consistency, which breeds trust. It breeds familiarity with those that you serve, and those that work for you and those that work with you. It's one thing that I've had people tell me. And I truly appreciate when people have said that to me, because it goes to show that I am implementing and using my core value system, my brand value system and my personal value system in the things that I do. When people tell me that I'm consistent, when people tell me that I'm committed, those kinds of things. When people tell me those things, those are things that show me that I'm doing the things that I need to do in order to be able to be who it is that I say that I am or want to be. Morning, Doc. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. So let's talk about these three ways in which you create in 3 ways in which you create your consistent brand identity, or 3 ways. I might give you one more. Create brand identity across consistent brand identity. The first one is you want to have a unified visual elements. And what this is you want to ensure that your brand visual elements, and this is your logo, this is your colors, your typography, and your imagery, remain consistent across all platforms and touch points. You ever notice everything that UPS does has to do with the brown and gold, right? McDonald's, the golden arches, that red and yellow. Those are your color point. That's being consistent. Everything that you see, it's not one time. It's the golden arches and they brown. It's not the golden arches and they green. That's part of that. This uniformity, it reinforces your brand recognition and fosters cohesive brand experience and for your customers, regardless of where they encounter your brand. It's about being consistent. What in your messaging, all of it, and we're going to get into that next. But it has to do with your color being consistent. Visually, what are people seeing each and every time they see your brand? Is it visually something the same, or is it something different? I had a conversation the other day, and it was about a series that I started doing, right, for one of the groups that I'm a part of, and we had a discussion about the topic, and I was telling the individual that I wanted the overarching topic to stay the same. I did not want to change that. We could do, and it's a 4-part series, but I wanted the overarching theme to stay as a part of whatever the marketing that we do and everything that we put out there. I said, we keep the overarching the same, but then each week we can give it an individual title because we're going to be covering different things. And I did that because when you think of a brand, when you think of something that's going to stick with people, I'm thinking you have to remain consistent. The title was going to be consistent, and then you had the individual parts that you want to be addressing or topics that you will be talking about. But the overall theme was to stay the same. You've got to be consistent with your message, with your brand. Let's go into the messaging. The uniform messaging. You must maintain consistency in your brand messaging, including your taglines, your brand voice, and key value propositions. Let's say by conveying a clear and consistent message across all communication channels, you reinforce your brand identity and positioning in the minds of those that you serve, and leading to increased trust and loyalty. There's that word again, trust and loyalty. If you're going to build sustainability, the secret sauce is being consistent to create trust, to create loyalty. That's how any Fortune 500 company became a Fortune 500 company, because of trust, because of loyalty. Are you, as an entrepreneur with your brand, are you building trust and loyalty? Are you unified? Are you using unified visual elements? Are you using uniform messaging? That's number 2. And then number 3 is, are you consistent customer experience? Do you create a consistent customer experience? Y'all know where I'm gonna go with that in a minute. But to create consistent customer experience, you must strive to deliver a consistent and seamless customer experience across all interactions, whether it's online, whether it's offline, whether it's in person, whatever the case may be. It's from your website navigation to product packaging and customer service interactions, maintaining consistency in the brand experience ensures that customers, or that those that you serve, know what to expect, and reinforces their trust in your brand. If you're going that you want the experience for your clients to be consistent throughout the whole process, as my friend Tanya Lewis talks about, business associate Tanya Lewis says, the before, the during, and the after. You want that experience to be the same. If you're inconsistent with your experiences, then you will have those that you serve will go to someone else to be served. being consistent throughout the whole experience should be your goal. Take a look at this. Is your homework today. I want you to take a look at your experience that you give to your to those that you serve, and I want you to do an honest analysis. And you can do that. You can ask them. Do you feel we are consistent with the experience that you get from us? That means every single time that you choose to do business with us, you get the experience that you expect from us. Ask the people that go to Chick-fil-A. They go to Chick-fil-A because each and every time they know that they're going to get a level of customer service. Those of us that have Androids, those of us that have the right mind and have Androids, we know that we are going to get a certain level of service by using Androids. Those that choose to be, we'll get y'all some help. Those that choose to have iPhones, we're going to pray for y'all. No, but those of you that choose to use iPhones and have iPhones, you choose to do that because of the experience that you've gotten with Apple and the use of the iPhones. That there's a reason why we do what we do in supporting and for the experiences that we want with the products and services that we have. So you've got to be the same way as an entrepreneur. You've got to think from that perspective. Am I unified in my visual elements? Am I uniform in my messaging? And am I consistent in the customer experience that I'm creating? What does your customer experience look like? The before, the during, and the after. That's your homework today. What's that experience look like for you? That's all I want you to work on today. I want you to think about that. How do I improve my customer experience? Well, you improve your customer experience by being uniform in your visual elements, by being uniform in your messaging, and by being consistent with the customer experience that you're giving. That's the formula for customer brand identity. That's how your clients, those that you serve, will identify with you. They're going to identify you with how consistent you are, with the way that you show up to them. Are you consistent in how you show up to them? Are you consistent in the identity that you say that you are for your brand? Are you who you say you are? That's the only question that you have to ask yourself. Are you who you say you are? What's up, D? Morning. So, be consistent. That's the word of the day. You want to be consistent, but you want to be consistent in your visual elements. You want to be consistent in your messaging, and you want to be consistent in your customer experience. If you do those three things, yeah, you won't be much of a secret. Real quick, and then I'm done, y'all. With the NBA, I was watching the Timberwolves and the Nuggets last night, and the young boy Anthony Edwards, he's kind of been put into this really limelight now for his performance. But what I'm looking to see, and if this young man can be who they're trying to project him to be, and everything like that, and it's a lot of pressure. But if he doesn't understand the consistency that he has to build with who he is, that's consistency in his work ethic, that's the consistency in his showing up, that's his consistency in performing, he won't be able to deliver what he's doing. So I'm going to see how he performs over the long term, and if he has these 10 secrets to building a sustainable brand, because he's a brand. I believe he's a brand. but we'll see if he has the ability to be able to create consistency. That was why Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan. He had the ability to be consistent about who he was, how he delivered, what he delivered, time after time, in order to be able to be the champion that he is. So, if you want to be a champion, you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent at your brand identity, showing up as the brand that you say that you are. That's what brand consistency is about, and identity is about. Who do they identify you as, and do you show up in that way each and every time? If that makes sense to you, I want you. Y'all know I'm on a mission. I need y'all. Hop on over to the YouTube channel. All you got to do is click the subscribe button. 500 in 30 days. That's what I'm doing. 500 subscribers in 30 days. But I can't do it without you. I need you to share the videos out. I need you to let people know where they can go. They can actually subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can get other great content like this there, where we discuss a number of different things. These type all kinds of series like this there as well, in order to be able to give you principles that you can use in order to be able to make you better as an entrepreneur, give you the ability to be able to reclaim your time, give you the ability to be able to avoid burnout. If you're doing these things, I promise you, you'll reclaim your time and avoid your burnout. You'll avoid burnout. If that's something that you seek to do as an entrepreneur, then connect with me. We can put a plan in place that will give you the ability to be able to create and build a brand that has consistency. Create and build a brand that does not make you feel as if you're burned out. It'll give you the ability to be able to ensure that you're maximizing your time and you're as productive as you can be and should be as an entrepreneur. So connect with me. We'll see you all tomorrow. We'll be right back here with another episode of the Brand You Suite. I appreciate y'all. We will see you tomorrow morning. Peace.